Hi everyone, welcome. We are glad you joined us and we are looking forward to having a wonderful session today. Thank you for your patience. We are starting now and before we go on, I would like to quickly introduce to us what Mautic is all about and what we are going to be discussing on about today. So welcome everybody to Mautic Meetup Lagos. Today we'll be looking together at what email automation with Mautic and WordPress. But before then, let me quickly introduce to us all about what we'll be discussing today and what Mautic is all about. Um, okay, so already, if you need to talk, please feel free to raise up your hand and you'll be invited upstage to come speak. And else, you can always post your question in the chat, question and answer chat box, where you can ask your questions there. So, recording of this meetup will be available on our YouTube channel. So, you can always go back and watch again if you want to. I'll share with your friends and colleagues. Okay, after today's event, we have the lounge section where you can come join the speaker or any other person, interact and network. So please feel free to interact there. Okay, so in case you are joining us for the first time or you're hearing about the word Multic for the first time, so let me quickly introduce to you what Multic is all about. Multic is a marketing automation platform and is an open source project, which means that you can self-host it. And if you don't want to go through that stress, you can always use the hosted software as a service version via Aqua, and it helps you to create personalized digital experience for your customers. So basically, you might be wondering what Mautic is. Okay, so Mautic can help you solve some critical digital marketing problems. Example is trying to do email marketing. So a lot of people thought Mautic is just about email marketing, but no, it's more than that. You can use it to create forms, web forms. You can use it to create landing pages. You can use it to do audience segmentation. You can also use it to do scoring. You can do report and attribution. So there are so many things you can do with Mautic, and it's really a lot of things because it's a collection of marketing automation. Okay, so and then Mautic is open source, so it means it's being run by volunteers. So please feel free to also join us, contribute to this community, and help us grow Mautic together. So, in case you want to contribute, feel free to go to the link you can see on the screen, mau.tc/contribute. Okay, so there are different teams you might want to join: the community team, the education, marketing, and product team. Feel free to join any of these teams. Okay, so you can also join the Multic Slack channel, um, which is also our Nigerian channel on Slack. And you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, Multic Meetup Lagos on YouTube. In case you need support, please do drop them on the forum, not on Slack. Slack is for meetings, for interpersonal relations, but forum is where all support related issues are discussed. Please do that. And why we encourage you to do that on the forum is because after you ask the questions and you've got an answer, somebody else might have similar questions tomorrow, and a brief search in the forum or on Google, they can easily spot your questions and the answer. So it's beneficial to you, it's beneficial to whoever also have similar challenge that you are posting there. Okay, so in case you are looking at where you can learn more about Mautic, you can check the knowledge base and the developer documentations. We also have the Multicast, which is a podcast by the Literature, and then you can also learn more from there. So feel free to join the community on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. And we'd love to see you join us and follow us on there. So this meetup is being organized by myself and Favor. Um, so in case you need help or you like to talk in our future event, please do send us a message or reach out to any of us. We would love to assist you. We would love to also be part of it. So thank you so much. So today what we'll be doing is discussing on marketing automation with Mautic and WordPress. And I've done all of this introduction. So quickly, our next thing is to go on to the speaker for today, and that is Usman. Hi, Usman. All right, so the stage is open for you. You can just pick it up from here.
All right. Thank you, follow Watabi. And hello, everyone. Good morning or good evening, according to whatever time you guys are in. And my name is Usman Nasir, and I am lead developer of CyberPanel and Cloud Pages. And today I am going to talk about how you guys can connect your Mautic with WordPress website for complete email automation. Earlier, we were personally using MailChimp and then MailerLite, and MailerLite was considerably cheap compared to MailChimp. But then I found out about Mautic. Comparatively, if you compare it with MailerLite or MailChimp, it is slightly hard to set it up. But once you set it up right, it is a really powerful tool, and it can really do wonder for your email marketing. I would share my screen. So we will start, and as I already introduced myself, I am Usman Nasir. We will break down this presentation in four steps. First, we will see that how we can install Mautic in CyberPanel. CyberPanel right now will install the latest version of Mautic. And then we will see that how we can configure AWS SES and add a domain in AWS SES, verify it, and similarly then configure the SMTP settings in Mautic for sending the emails. So let's start. So before moving forward, make sure that you have CyberPanel installed on your server, and you can follow our official guide for installing CyberPanel. So once CyberPanel is installed, you can access CyberPanel on your port 8090 and access your dashboard. You will first have to create a website so that you can install Mautic. Once the website is created, we will control installing Mautic, and make sure that earlier versions of Mautic 3.x was requiring PHP 7.3, and moving on, 7.4 is also supported. So you have to go to list websites, and from there you have to click manage. And once you scroll down the window, you will see the Mautic option. You can click and provide these details. For administrator username, you can provide a username, email, and password, and CyberPanel will instantly install Mautic for you. So once Mautic is installed, you will be able to access Mautic on your website and do all sort of email automation. Earlier, when this event was decided, I had planned to use a plugin by Make Web Better, but I just got to know that they have stopped development for this plugin. However, that plugin was really good. Like, you can sync your WooCommerce contacts, or you can also sync contacts in real time and all sort of stuff. But they have discontinued their development. So we will, in this session, we will go with the WP Mautic plugin. So this is a Mautic dashboard that you guys will see once the Mautic is installed. And as there was in a in introductory session, Mautic is really great. Like, you can create campaigns, segments, or you can even create custom forms that then you can embed in your WordPress website as well. Once Mautic is installed, Mautic is an email automation software, but you still need email delivery service. You have two options. One of these is that you can use some third party email service like Amazon SES or Mailgun or SendGrid, or you can also self host your email on CyberPanel, but that is for like advanced users. Because if things go south, if your IP get blacklisted or for whatever reason, so I recommend that if you don't know much about setting up an email server, you should go with like Amazon SES or Mailgun or SendGrid. I personally use Amazon SES, and we will see that how we can create an Amazon SES account and then verify a domain there. So once you are in your Amazon dashboard, just search for simple email service, and yeah, you will see a dashboard to add your domain in Amazon SES and verify it. That is an important step because you need to verify your domain on Amazon SES, because if you don't verify your domain, Amazon will not allow you to send emails. Usually, when you create a new account, uh, Amazon, your account will be in sandbox state. So you can request Amazon to get you out of sandbox, and then you will be able to send emails. So from Amazon dashboard, click SES, Amazon SES dashboard, click on domains, and to add a new domain, you have to click on verify a new domain and enter the domain name. One thing, make sure that you enter the domain that you are going to use in your Mautic for sending emails. For example, your website is example.com and you are sending emails from examples.com. So make sure that you enter example.com here. And also check the generate DKM settings option as well. So once you click on create, Amazon will give you some txt and cname records. This is very important. You will have to add these cname and txt records on your DNS control panel. Most of the time, even our clients, and I have seen many people using Cloudflare. So if you are using Cloudflare, you can add these txt and cname records there, and your domain will be verified in Amazon SES. And if you want to receive email as well, then you can add the mx record as well. But if you don't want Amazon SES to receive your emails, then don't add this record. Usually for receiving I use Zoho, and for sending emails through applications, you can use Amazon SES or Mailgun. So it will take some time to Amazon will take some time to make confirm your domain. So once the domain is added, you can also individually verify emails as well. But if your main domain is verified, then all emails under that domain can send emails from Amazon SES. So you can also similarly verify the email as well. You can enter the email address, and your Amazon SES is set up. So now we will okay, so now your domain is verified in SES, but Mautic will need SMTP details to send emails. Please note that Mautic will not provide you email delivery services. Mautic will only allow you to create campaigns, uh, segment your contacts. For example, you can define various stages of your customer life cycle. Customer can enter in a initial segment, and then depending upon their various actions in your platform or your CRM, they can be added to various segments. They can also be given points, because Mautic also have a point based system as well. So for SMTP, for sending emails, you, as I've already said, you will need some email delivery service. We will then create an SMTP login details from SES after we verify the domain. From the same dashboard, you can click SMTP settings, and you will have to create new SMTP credentials. And Amazon will take you to this page. Here, IAM username can be anything, and then just click create. Now, make sure to save these SMTP username and password, because these are the details that you will be needing to add in your Mautic settings so that you can send the email. So once you have created the SMTP credentials, just save them, or you can download them or copy them. Okay. So once that is done, you can come back to your Mautic installation, and from the top right corner, you can click settings and then click configurations. In the configurations window, you will have to click email settings. And now this is important. Here you will have to add the your SMTP details that you have just generated from Amazon SES. Name to send email as can be anything that will not affect your email delivery, but email address to send email from is important. This email should be from your domain that you have verified. For example, usman at example.com or Shoaib at example.com, but it can't be Shoaib or Usman at cyberpanel.net, because that is not verified in your SES account. You have to select other SMTP server. For SMTP host, you will be able to find this host in your SES dashboard. For encryptions, just select TLS. Now enter the username and password that you have got from SES. Once all of that is done, just click save and close. And you can also use this test connection button to make sure that everything is right, and also send a test email to make sure that your email sending is working. So now Mautic is installed, Amazon SES is also configured, and your SMTP settings are also configured in Mautic. Or now all you have to do is set up your campaign segments and uh, attach it with WordPress. Once the user is added into our initial segment, they go through a campaign, and in that campaign they go through different stages, and they are different sort of points. And if you want me to show you, I can show that how it works. We have different campaigns. So anyways, details are configured. uh, your Mautic and AWS is connected. Now we will have to install a WPMautic plugin in our WordPress site. Now why that is needed is because if you create a form in your Mautic website, you will need this plugin to render that form here. Just as an example, we ran this webinar a few weeks ago, and this is a Mautic form that we have integrated here. And whenever a user registered through that form, they are dropped into a Mautic segment and then campaign. So you need this WP Mautic plugin. Once the WP Mautic is installed, you will have to enter your Mautic installation URL in the Mautic settings. So now you can use all of the WP Mautic features, like you can embed the forms, and you can do all sort of stuff. And if you want to see our setup, you can see that this is our Mautic installation, and we have various segment here that we have created, and people are dropped down into various campaigns. For example, this is if I talk about this initial campaign, so these are various stages in our initial campaign. Like when the user is registered, they are dropped into the initial segment, and they are then sent the welcome email, and then they are sent various emails down the line. It's a really great tool. We also have like defined some point based triggers as well, and it's a really powerful tool. And as I said that I wanted to discuss a different plugin, but since that is like out of the picture now, because they have discontinued the support, so that's why I chose the WPMautic. And like if you guys are interested, we can set up another session where we can see that how we can actually generate a Mautic form from here. Sorry, we can generate Mautic form from components, and we can embed those form in WordPress and do all sort of really great stuff with Mautic. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Usman. Please, if you have any question, please feel free to drop them in the question and answer chat box. You will see Q&A. Please feel free to drop your questions there. I would love to hear, love to read. And if in case you like to ask a question in person, feel free to raise your hand. Then you'll be invited to come off stage to come and um, answer your question. All right. So while we are waiting for questions, so Usman, I know I've discussed this earlier before, but we've not really talked about that. Okay. I just want to ask you because I'm starting with Mautic 5, which is going to be available maybe by June, July. Though it has to be through Composer. I wouldn't know maybe there's any plan to start using Composer to install Mautic on CyberPanel.
I was checking that. Actually, what happened was, you can hear me, right?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. So what happened yesterday was I was upgrading our Mautic version, and I start getting a 403 error. So I searched online, and there was a thread in Mautic forum that we have to disable some SDXS rules to make it work. So so then I wanted to install the Mautic API as well. So if like Mautic in future is going to be installed via Composer only, we will for sure look into it. And I see, I am curious about CRM capabilities of Mautic. Is it a CRM? Do you need to connect to? I think Mautic is not a full-fledged CRM. I will not say that it's a full-fledged CRM. Mainly, it's for email only, because you lack some features. It is mainly focused on email, like email segment, your contact segmentation, and sending emails. You can set broadcast messages, and you can send individual messages. You can create email templates, segments, forms. So it's not a full-fledged CRM. For like in if you talk about cloud pages, we need on cloud pages side, we need to do some things manually to make it work with Mautic.
Yeah. So just like you mentioned, it's not like a full CRM doesn't have CRM full CRM capability, but you can always integrate it with CRMs like Suit CRM. You can integrate it with pre- Prefect CRM, if I'm correct. So there are always tools that are already there are already tools that have already been plugins or some kind of webhook that they can be able to interact with CRM features. So a lot of people tend to use that for that.
A few days ago, I was looking into, I think custom fields, or I don't know what it was called. there was a custom field in which we can like add our revenue for certain user. But even though if we use that attribute, it is not a full-fledged CRM.
Yeah. I know there is Suite CRM, SUITE CRM. I know it's available for it. They have an integration for Mautic. I'm trying to check up their site now. They have an integration for Mautic. So I think that will answer that question. And in case I find any other one, I can always share them.
I was just checking that in their plugin section they have plugin for ConnectWise, Constant Connect. They have multiple integration. I think they have for Sugar CRM. It's now Sugar CRM, I think.
Is this Suits that becomes Sugar CRM? Is this Sugar CRM that becomes Suits?
Let me check.
Okay, I get. Okay,
I think it's now Sugar CRM.
okay. Can you help me stop sharing your screen, please?
Let me share my screen.
Okay. So I'm trying to come here. So Suit CRM. So they
You-
is open source.
it-
Is
there are
open
lots
source
of
CRM, and
they,
then
they have for Zoho as well, Zoho CRM.
they have Mautic as one of their
Zapier
integration.
integration as well. Okay, so
Okay.
Fabrice said that Sugar CRM, Suite CRM is open source version of Sugar CRM.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So anyone is using Suite CRM here?
Anyone using Suit CRM?
I think Fabrice.
Yes. Okay. Somebody said it's a fork of Sugar CRM. Oh, it's pronounced sweet. Thank you, Nick. Sweet CRM. Okay. Thank you for that. All right. Any other question before we go?
One thing that I am really like feeling that Mautic is lacking, maybe they are lacking complete WordPress integration, because without that, uh, it will be hard for small businesses to use Mautic, I think.
All right. Okay. I have a couple of questions, but I'm trying to find where I wrote them. Okay. If there are no questions, maybe we might just want to call it a day here today. But before we go on, I would like to thank Usman for taking out time
No?
to to come up with to help to come to take up time today to come talk about how you can integrate Mautic with WordPress while using CyberPanel as the hosting platform. Thank you so much, Usman, and thank you everyone for joining us today. So please feel free to join us on at the lounge. So at the lounge, you can be able to interact with the speakers and also be able to talk. Oh, we have another question here. Okay. So Nick is asking, are there other automation tools that you recommend using alongside Multic? Uncanny Automator, WP Fusion? Usman?
I have not used Automator or WP Fusion because we I was earlier using the plugin that was discontinued, And then right now I am personally also looking for alternatives.
Okay, all right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much again, Usman. And thank you so much, everyone, for taking time to be part of today's session. We are really glad that you joined us, and we'll be looking forward to you joining us at our future sessions. But in case you are looking at watching this session again, shortly it will be available on our YouTube channel, so you can always watch it there, and also ask questions on that channel. Remember, if you need help, you can just drop it on forum.multic.org, and you get your questions answered. You can also drop your questions on the cyber panel forum, and that is community.cyberpanel.net. All right. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. I would love to meet you at the lounge where we can talk more and interact in person. Do have a wonderful day and do enjoy the rest of your day. Okay. Bye for now.
Goodbye. Thank you. Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.